Good morning, YouTube. We are back. Sorry, I have been off for about the last just over a week. I got extremely sick this week, just before Thanksgiving. Sadly, I know the story of my life. So we are now back, and let's share this out. Today we are going to be reviewing Blue Dream. Well, or Blue Z, as this dispensary has renamed it, and lemon cake. Boop, boop. Let's turn all this down. Okay. Let's share. How is everybody today? Did you guys have a beautiful Thanksgiving? I really hope so. Chill out here, cold today. It is so chilly. It is not even 50 degrees out here today, and I am half frozen, and it totally sucks. Oh, whoops. Don't change the video. Sorry, guys. I will get this shared out. Sorry, I am a bit sluggish this morning. I have been half frozen for a week now. I ended up getting sick with, I guess, the flu, and when that happens, it is just hell in a handbasket, let me tell you. Nothing sucks more than having to fight your way back from an eating disorder than a freaking flu, let me tell you. We fight every day of our ever-loving freaking lives just to freaking eat, which is, one of my favorite phrases is that most alive creatures will not purposely starve themselves. Humans, however, we do it all the time. Go figure. Makes no sense to me. I am not going to even pretend to say that I know it all because I do not even know it close. Who is all here today? Oh, so what are we smoking on here in Cyberland? Sorry, I am freezing. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this review just because I am really cold. It is 46 degrees out here today. And for Arizona, that is freaking cold. I moved to Arizona for the warmth, not for the cold. But hey, it all works. So today we are reviewing Blue Z's and lemon cake, which actually is Blue Dream. You guys have known I've been doing Arizona Organics reviews now for just over a month. I have really enjoyed these reviews. I love their concentrate. However, I'm going to say this with every best intention as I possibly can. Stop changing the name of your concentrates. If that is not what the seed comes in as, don't change it. The reason why I say this is because when I'm researching this, because this is my medicine, I want to know what the effects of these are. And if I'm having to guess and try to figure out if this is the actual name of the product or if you guys have changed the name, I have an issue with that. Don't change the breeding. Don't change the names because you want them to be exclusive to your dispensary. It doesn't help any of us in the medical industry at all. Please understand that. If we can't track how this is medicinally helping us, then how are we going to medicinally say that it is for medicinal use? And that is my question there, guys. Stop renaming your products. And I'm sorry to do this, but it has been in the time making now that I'm going to do a review, that I'm going to come down on the dispensary, and today just happens to be that review. I'm sorry, Arizona Organics. I have absolutely adored your products. Please do not get me wrong. This is just to help keep you on your game. Just because I do a bad review does not mean that it will always stay a bad review. I will re-review products until the point where I don't see it's a point in re-reviewing. Basically what that means is if you're going to consistently get the product itself bad, I will stop reviewing it eventually. But please understand that those bad reviews will stick if you cannot get them fixed. This particular review ended up nailing me on another hand. Concentrate is a difficult one to gauge at times. If you have too much butane in it, if you are too high humidity days, if you're too low humidity days, if you've got something else going on, or even if you just have one of those days working against you. It happens. It happens to all of us. So please, Arizona Organics, don't think that I'm trying to be horribly, horribly mean. However, this particular gram of wax, I am extremely happy that I had a secondary gram of wax sitting around, because the entire first gram of wax was all over our fingers, because you couldn't get it to get off your fingers, and then it would start melting right away, and you couldn't get it. Well, it's not like you can rub it off on the banger, because you're going to burn the hell out of your hand. So that, to me, was bad shatter. It was really bad shatter. It was to the point of bad shatter that I wasn't going to review this one at all. I was actually going to let it ride, and I was going to just put it down as a re-review right off the top and not do a video. But I did have a secondary amount of wax, so I decided, okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. Please, Arizona Organics, understand I am not here to be mean. I am not here to be a bully. I do want to review this particular strain, which is Blue Z's, or Blue Dream. Please don't change the name of the concentrates. And lemon cake. Sorry, guys. I don't like to do bitch out reviews. I hate doing them. And I will put them off as long as possible, but this one has to be done. Stop renaming your concentrate. This is part of the medical industry for a reason. We want to know what these effects are that we're going to be bringing to the table with our medicines. This isn't a slap in the dark, here we want to make it stick against Big Pharma. Big Pharma has been around for years and years, I mean years, forever. Come on, guys. We are not going to start making Big Pharma play right by changing the name of our strains. Come on, think. So here it is. We are going to go ahead and give this pretty girl a shot. Love it, love it, love it. So this is Blue Dream, or Blue Z as they call it, and lemon cake. I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. Please understand that when I'm sitting here playing with my shatter and it just crumbles like this, and it's supposed to be a shatter and not a crumble, it irritates me because they don't work the same. So here, guys, as always, fuck cancer. I let it cool down too much. See how I did? So yeah, when you're working outside, you got to get a good mix between, no kisses, no. Sorry, guys. No. Mom saves the wax. So we're going to go ahead and heat this puppy back up, and you're going to see that she's going to be the gift that keeps on giving here in a minute. Because that's what I call it when you have to do a reheat because the banger's too low. So sorry about that, guys. Oh, so much better. So much better. Okay, now let's talk about this pretty girl. Okay. Phew. So, Blue Dream, or Blue Z's, is a 60-40 sativa dominant hybrid. Excuse me, that one hit me a little hard there at the end. Oh, brr, I am so freaking cold. So this is, it runs about 17 to 24% THC. about 2% CBD and a 1% CBN. I love it when they have these mixes in there. Think of your CBN as a magically aged wine. That is basically what your CBN does, is it gives it that aged sensation in your smoking. With this particular strain, you do get a lot of herbal, citrus, peppery types of tones in her. So, I don't know. I've kind of noticed that in the areas that are warmer culture areas, I find that you do a higher yield of spicier buds. You do get that pepper. You do get a lot of that spicier taste to it. And I don't know if that has something to do with our heat and our humidity and just the way that we are here and the way that our culture is. I didn't really go to school for horticulture, if I can say the word even. I am now learning. I learned with a variety of different products, not just CBD or hemp or even THC or cannabis infused products, but as simple as an avocado plant. Avocado plants grow great here during this time of year, as long as you keep them out of the sun, direct sunlight. Direct sunlight will start eating away at your leaves, and it makes things a little bit rougher. This plant, however, it's time for her to move indoors, because with us hitting the 30s at night, she will freeze. So, and a lot of these things I'm having to learn as a second nature, because I didn't go to school for horticulture. So there's a lot of learning to go along with this. Hey, Oklahoma, how you doing, Michael? What's good, Borderline Famous? How you doing? So what are you Borderline Famous for? Figure I might as well ask. Lemon Cake is a 70-30 sativa hybrid. She pairs very nicely with this. Again, this was a gooey mess. The first gram of this was all over our hands. It was just a waste of a full gram dab. It was horrible. Really, really horrible. But once you were able to start getting those effects in you, because it's not live resin, even though it's on your hands and in your fingers and moving through your I'm just sitting in my recording studio smoking on some big smooths. All right, listening to the voicemail of me getting fired. Oh, yeah, those are always fun voicemails there, bud. For going to my dad's funeral, jokes on my old bosses. To say, yeah, no, that would be a voicemail. I'd dare somebody to leave me. Go ahead. Let's see what happens, because you're not going to own that company when we're done. That I promise you. Mad love. So, let's do this. Let's go ahead and do the second medication. I am so out of it today. I'm so sorry. I have been on today's Monday, 10-day crash. So, I haven't made a video. I haven't done anything in a hot minute. I am a hot mess. It is, I am starting over again from scratch. I'm starting over again with eating. I am back on nothing but fluids, back to broths, and yeah, I am a hot mess. This crash, this 10-day crash did take it out of me. It sucked that it happened right before Thanksgiving, and it always seems to. I don't know why. I don't know what it has to do with the weather getting cold outside. You know, I'm inside with my heated home. You wouldn't think. Nope. But you do. And you know something? Since we are going to go ahead and do this into a bitch video a little bit, might as well get it all the way done and over with. I went to my doctor again this last week, because you know how it is. When you're chronically ill, you're at the doctor every freaking week. Well, since chemo and radiation and all that wonderful fun stuff, and then an eating disorder that compiled everything with my teeth are so bad that the insurance finally said, okay, if your doctors say that it is a medical necessity, we will fix your teeth and you don't have to worry about it. So I got all happy and woohoo, we can doc this. And I made a doctor's appointment, went in to talk to my doctor. I'm freaking thrilled. I'm going to get my teeth fixed. And you know, I had to literally follow the doctor out of the little room that we were in, that he was taking care of his business in, and go around the stupid cabinet because he would not fucking listen to me. He wouldn't listen to me. He heard the words that were coming out of my mouth, but he wouldn't listen to them. And all it was very simple. Would you like to look at my teeth? So if the insurance says anything, you can say, no, I've seen him. And he still would not look at my teeth. Not once. I have to ask, what the hell? Performing a service. Do your fucking job. Holy shit. I know, huh, guys? You hate it when I get like this. You're like, oh, mom's upset. We need to love her. I know. What the hell? Do your freaking jobs. Oh, my God. You know, and it has literally taken me up until this point in time to be able to say those words out loud with anger. And that it just annoys the hell out of me. Because over the weekend, I've been really, really sick. I was laying in bed with my husband, and what do you know it? That wave of my stomach's turning, I don't feel really well. And then, oh my God, I got an immediate, I was going to throw up and have an anxiety attack all at one time. And I'm like, whoa, I did not sign up for this. I have had anxiety attacks and they freaking suck. I've been sick and they suck. But together? So what drug am I on now that has caused this side effect? Because it freaking blows. Trust me, you do not want to be sick with the flu and get a damn anxiety attack about being sick with the flu. So yeah, dispensaries, don't change the name of change the name of your flower for this very, very reason. I track my medical. This cannabis is medical to me. I want people to look at my medicine the same way that they would look at my husband's diabetes medicine in there. You don't have the right to just change a name because it sounds better or it looks better. That's not how this works. I want my medicine scientific. Now, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with this. I am not the recreational user. I do not put down the recreational user. Fuck cancer, guys. I always do that. Oh, I cannot judge my heat out here. It's too freaking cold. So, yeah, overall, we are not ever going to be able to monetize this video. But I am going to tell you guys, there are a lot more patients like me that are really getting fed up with this. And I'm finding a lot more patients like me are concerned about the carcinogens that are in their weed. They are truly interested in knowing the science behind this. So please understand that for those of us serious connoisseurs, and that's what we are, when you change the name from Blue Dream to Blue Z's, yes, it looks great on the board. It really does. But you're not helping us teach. You're not helping us educate other people like us. You're not helping us with an industry standard that we need to expect from not only the people that are in our lives on the daily basis, but the people that are in our lives to help cure us. Are we going to sit down and allow these doctors to keep treating us like we're their cash cow? Or are we going to say, we're done. You can either do your job or you're gone. we're moving on. We're done with this. And that's where I'm looking at this now, is this is a very serious thing to me. And so by making an executive decision at your dispensary for everybody across the board, you might want to think twice. You might want to ask your patients, because I'm going to have to say you might be really surprised to find out that there's a lot of us out there that want the facts about this cannabis. And it's not just do-gooders like me that want to help educate you guys about what this does for me. It's about not do-gooders who want to sit here and say, guys, look at this unprofessional manner in which they're holding themselves to. They're just going to change the name of a plant? How does that work? No, professionalism, always. And that's what we're about here. We want our weed, I mean, we want it strong as hell. We want it to taste good. But to be honest with you, I want the cannabis industry to do something that the medical industry couldn't do. I want them to remember about the patients. I want them to remember about who they're helping and how good it makes them feel to be able to help us. Those are the things I want to bring back into the medical industry. Back when, that bedside manner was something that people fought to keep. Not something that you go into until you're just done for the day and done hearing it. And I get it. I've had a great doctor. I've had actually a lot of really good doctors. And sometimes these really great doctors have really bad days, and sadly they end up getting a patient like me on that bad day who gets irritated because they didn't take the time to even notice that I was alive and that I had a pulse. And we're calling them out. And I don't want an apology. That's not what I'm here for anymore. I'm here because the only apology that's going to work for me from here on out is for you guys in that medical industry to show me that you're hearing me, to show me that you have the honor, that you want the honor of being my doctor, not just that I have the honor of being your patient. But there's a totally new breed in being a good patient and being a patient that's going to say, no, fuck you. I'm going to stand up for what's right, not for just me, but for all of us, because this is wrong. So guys, if you guys have had some of these horror stories from doctors, let me know. Throw them down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on dispensaries changing the name of the cannabis. I am actually really curious about that. What do you guys think? I know that I have pretty strong opinions, especially in the cannabis industry, and sometimes my opinions can overstep my bounds. And so if they do, hey, I get it. We all have our aspects, but my choice and aspect is that ignorance is not always bliss. So not knowing what something is doesn't help me to be able to plan for my day. And that's what it comes down to. I have met so many people in the cannabis industry who absolutely agree with me that there is a huge difference between a good strain of cannabis and a not so good strain of cannabis. And I'll take somebody who is willing to do the research and find the information and get the good stuff versus trying to knock everybody down to get there. And that's not what I'm about here. I want the best. I want to smoke the best, and I want to have the best. And by doing that, transparency is always best. That's all for today, guys. I'm sorry I'm frozen. My hands are like frozen. They're actually literally turning in. So I'm out of here for today, guys. Mad love. Toodles. Oh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like anything we've done in these videos. Don't forget to share them and share a like. The more education we can get out there for everybody else, the better off this industry gets for all of us. It's hard being in different industries and bringing in an infancy industry like cannabis. There's so many different people with so many different opinions, and sometimes you agree with their opinion, and sometimes you don't always agree of an opinion, and I understand that. And really, the only thing that I want to do here is open up this line of communication between the cannabis users and everybody else that's out there. I want you guys to understand that there's really not anything taboo or crazy about smoking pot. It's not, that it's the new fad thing, which it is, but, it's spiritually, physically, and all of these other things, it does so much more. So all I ask for you is for you to give her a chance. Bye, guys. Totally frozen. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the share. Bye.